center and turn the head to the left. Center, guys, thank you so much for coming. Arms and core. Yay. All right, good day. This is Yoga Fit. It's kind of a fusion between yoga and little Pilates with a little bit of fitness with weights and balls and sliders. So do what you can. And we're going to get started on hands and knees doing cat and cow. So inhale as you relax the belly and look forward. Exhale, round the spine, pull the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog, coming through flat back. Curl the toes under, lift your hips up and back. And then slowly lower down to child's pose. Downward facing dog, nice slow control movements. Feel the strength. Feeling the stretch. And lower back down. Child's pose. One more time. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower down to your belly. Low cobra, bring your toes and heels together to touch. Tighten the thighs and squeeze your glutes. Lift your head and shoulders. Gently squeezing the shoulder blades together and down your back, creating a length through the neck. Lower your forehead back down to the mat. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And last time, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands by your sides, palms up. Bring your big toes to touch and allow your heels to fall open. Gently turn your head to the right. Rest your cheek down onto the mat, getting a stretch in the neck. And then turn your head the other way. Coming back to center, child's pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. One more time, deep breath in and exhale out. Sun salutation coming through hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, pressing your hips up and back. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, top of a push-up, inhale. Lower all the way down to the belly, exhale. Cobra, to your degree, maybe it's still a mini. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose. Circle out the wrists. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, pressing the hips up and back. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Flat back, inhale, belly in. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, reach the arms, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Lower all the way down to the belly, exhale. Cobra to your degree, inhale. Lower all the way back down, exhale. Child's pose. Take a deep breath. Exhale out. One more time, coming through, hands and knees, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, pressing the hips up and back. Exhale, walk or float your feet to your hands. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Plank, inhale. You're ready for chaturanga. You're going to bend the elbows back towards your rib cage to a low plank. Cobra, Bhujangasana, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Taking small steps, walk your feet forward, toes together, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bent knees, squeeze thighs, reach the arms up and hang out there. And make it just a smidge cooler. You want fans or air? Fans, right? Fans are better, I think. You say the magic number is 2. Is that the best number? Or is it 3? Is 2 the best number? Everybody's got a different little setup and I forget which things are best. All right, rise to stand, side bend, interlace the fingers, reach up and over to your right, hips move to the left. Coming back to center, inhale, up and over to the left. Coming back to center, we're going to cactus the arms and even bring them a little bit lower so you can take a little back bend, stretching out the front of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg lift. You're going to shift forward, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Send it up and back. Right knee to the left tricep. Send it up and back. One more time. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, break the twist. Inhale, lift. Step forward, warrior 1. So your back heel is down at a 45-degree angle, and you're going to reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Little side bend to the right. Coming to center. Little side bend to the left. Coming back to center. Cactus, bending the elbows, little back bend. Inhale. Hands come down to the mat. Exhale. Plank. If you can lift your right leg up off the mat for a one-legged or three-legged plank, that's great. Chaturanga. See if you can keep that right leg lifted. Lower the foot down. Cobra. Down dog. Exhale. All right, left leg. Lifting high. And then shift forward to plank. Bring the left knee to the left tricep. Exhale. Inhale, lift up and back. Left knee to the right tricep. Bring a little twist. Inhale, up and back. Repeat this. Exhale, left knee, tricep. Inhale. Left knee, right tricep, twist. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Warrior 1, exhale. Reaching up. Interlace the fingers, side bend to the left, little baby. Come to center, side bend to the right. Come to center, back bending, bending the elbows. Inhale. Hands come down to the mat. Exhale. Plank with that left leg lifted. Chaturanga. See if you can keep it lifted. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Walk your hands backwards to your toes. Ragdoll the back of the mat. Coming off your hands. Maybe even turning the palms so that the back of the hands are on the mat. Getting a stretch through the wrist. Keeping your feet about hip width distance apart. Bend your knees a lot. See if you can keep your belly on your thighs. You're going to reach the arms back by your hips. And then we're going to lift up a little bit off the thighs. Pull up. And then push back down, belly to thigh. Push up, using your glutes and your thighs, and lower back down. Pushing up, use the glute. Lower back down. Pushing up, little pulses here, little king chair pulses. Push it up. Lower down, your thighs should be on fire. Use the glutes. Exhale, let's go, push. Last one, push. Forward fold. Woo. Walk the hands out to plank. Come down all the way onto your belly. Reverse snow angels. So you're reversed because you're on your belly instead of on your back. You're going to lift everything up and you're going to bring the hands up and bring them forward and then lower down. Lift up, sweep them back and lower down. Lift up, sweep them forward and lower down. Lift up and lower down. Now, we're going to move anything out of the way except for your sliders. And you're going to use your sliders on your hands. Instead of lifting up, you're going to push down and bring them back. And push down gently, right? Not too hard, it's about 10% push. All right. Now you can keep the feet down, but you can also lift the legs if you want to work your glute. You can keep your forehead down if that's better for your neck. You can keep it up to strengthen. Feel even pressure in those sliders the whole way. Let them evenly move. One more. Leaving the sliders up at the top of the mat, child's pose. Going to need your weights near the top of your mat. If they're not already there, go ahead and place them. Down dog. Right leg lift. Bring the right knee to the right tricep. Exhale. Coming into that plank. Up and back. Inhale. Right knee to left tricep twist. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Warrior one, step forward, exhale. You're going to grab your weights on your way up. Reach them up. Touch the weights together. You take that mini side bend to the right. You want your elbows slightly bent and open out. A little bit to the right. Come to center, little bit to the left. Coming to center, you're going to bend the elbows, cactus. Reach the arms up. You're going to hinge forward. 90 or 45-degree angle, creating that straight diagonal line from your weights all the way onto your foot. And then bring the weights back behind you, down by your hips, squeeze at the shoulder blades. Commit into that right leg. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. You're gonna bring the weights down to the mat. Now from here, we're gonna do twisted dragonfly. So you're gonna lift your back heel up. If you need a block underneath your left hand, this is where you could use one, but you don't need it. You can keep your left hand on the mat. We're going to twist with the right hand up to the sky. I'm inviting you to grab your weight. So twisting up, twist the dragonfly, and lower back down. Nice, slow control for 1. Inhale, and exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, one more, inhale, and exhale. 4. Move all your stuff out to the side. Plank pose, flowing through vinyasa. Inhale, chaturanga, exhale. Cobra, inhale, down dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale, left knee to left tricep, exhale. Inhale, lift, left knee to right tricep, create that twist, exhale. Inhale, lift, warrior 1, grab your weights. And bring the weights up over the head. Touch them together. Left knee's bent. All right, take that side bend, little baby side bend to the left. Come to center. Side bend to the right. Come to center, practicing the arms. Bring it all the way back up, hinging forward, 45-degree angle, and really commit to those legs. Tight back leg, bent left knee. Now slowly bring the hands down, back behind you. Squeeze shoulder blades, lift. Coming back up, inhale. Hands are going to come down to the mat as we set up for twisted dragonfly. You're going to get your block in play if you use it on the other side, under your right hand. Your right heel is going to come up. You're going to place the weight into the left hand. And we're going to open up, twisting, and lower back down. So keeping the arm straight will make it more of a challenge in the shoulder, but you can always bend the elbows through. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, 4 on each side. And last one. And exhale. Nice job. Go ahead and put everything out to the side. Plank pose, let's flow. Inhale, chaturanga, exhale. Cobra. Inhale, down dog. Exhale. Make your way to your seat. Gonna come off of our wrists for a little bit. Gonna need your light weights. We're gonna do boat pose, Navasana. Yeah, you. Yay. All right, legs up, flat back. Now you can always modify with the knees down, which is probably gonna be my choice today, but please feel free, if you're feeling beastie, bring them up. You're going to need your weights. You got serving trays in your hand. Your elbows are slightly bent. Julia, so you know we've served in previous classes many different things. Last week was ice cream sundae, hot fudge. Today, what was it today? We didn't pick. It's because I was just so upset that I forgot it was ice cream sundaes last week. We had the cute balls last week. And what did we serve on our yoga class? Yeah, but we just served balls. We didn't serve any like food. Sand balls. Yeah, great. All right, let's extend those legs and pulse it in. 1, 2, 3. They were cute though. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Take a breather. I'm saying. All right, this time we're going to take those weights up overhead. So lean back, boat pose, and we're going to do overhead presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Okay, so next up, you're going to straddle the legs just a little bit, not too wide. We're not trying to do a stretch here. This is going to be strength. You're going to place your hands down right in the middle, and you're going to lean forward, and you're just going to gently press and pull the belly button in. You should feel the hip flexors work. It's as if you're trying to lift your hips up off the mat, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. I'm just going in that direction, pushing down slightly, trying to lift myself up. Nothing's happening though, right? Not easy. Okay. Now we're going to just do one leg. So we're going to lean forward. We try to lift a foot. It's hard to do when you're leaning forward. It's easy to do when you're leaning back, right? Leaning back, oh yeah, no problem. It's harder because they're heavy. Well, they're not that heavy, but that's why I like wearing my sneakers all the time. It's because it adds a little weight, right? It's not, you have to lean back, right? So try leaning back and try doing it easier. And then try to lean forward a little bit and try to lean forward a little bit more. It becomes increasingly hard to lift the leg without straightening. Now, I'm not just straightening my leg. I'm not lifting my heel. I'm lifting my whole leg, right? But lean back a little bit. So now lift the leg. Yeah. So the further you go forward, the harder that is. Yes. Not easy. Yeah. Nice. Now let's bring the legs together. Hands are going to be by your sides. And do the same thing. We're going to do one leg and the other leg. And the further forward you are, the harder it is. But it is easier than with the legs apart, right? All right, now you're going to need your blocks. If you're like me and have long torso, and if I put my hands down and straighten my arms, I can never lift my hips up off the mat because my torso is so long. So I need the blocks really close, as close to your hips as you can go. You're going to lift the hips up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And I feel like it's dead weight in my legs. So I'm not trying to use my heels. I'm not trying to use my legs to help. I'm using my core and my upper body to lift up. Now, we're going to lift up and we're going to try to lift one leg and then the other leg, just like we did here. Okay, but now we're going to be oh. Inhale. Going to lift up and one leg and the other leg. One leg and the other leg. Once again, trying not to push down with the heel to help lift. I'm just lifting through the core. Take a rest. Now I want you to notice there's different ways to have your body positioned. So if I were to lift up, I'm going to keep my hips backwards and slightly forward. It's going to be harder. This, I'm using my hamstrings. Back here, I'm not using my legs at all. All my arms and my hip flexors, thighs, and core, right? So if you had yourself extended like this, doing it, that's more of like a reverse plank with leg lift. It's going to be in your hamstring. Try it really quick. Hips forward, right? And lift. You'll feel it in the hamstring. Okay. Now try it with the blocks more forward. Keep your hips backwards. Stay in that pike position. Keep them really tight. Lift up. Don't let your hips come forward. And now try to lift. It should be harder to lift, keeping your hips back. Yes. Nice job. All right, we're going to come off the wrist. Going to come onto your back. All right, both legs go up into the air. Open to a wide V. Close the legs. Lift the head and shoulders, reach forward, lower the legs to a hollow body hold. Bring them back up. Lower your head, open to a V. Close back up. Lift head and shoulders, lower the legs to a hollow body hold. Lift, lower your head, open legs, wide V. And together, last one, hollow body hold. You're gonna open the legs, close the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Windshield wipers. So your feet are going to go wide on your mat and roll the knees from side to side. Get that stretch through the front thigh, through the hips. All right, roll on up to seated. We're going to do seated spinal twist into standing split. I know that sounds kind of bizarre, doesn't it? So your seated spinal twist, you're going to bring your left leg under and your right leg on top. So my right knee is up in the air, right foot's on the mat. It can be across the top or it can be wherever you can get it positioned, okay? You're going to turn to the right, belly in, long, tall spine. And you're going to come back to center. You're going to shift forward. You're going to put all the weight on your right foot and you're going to kick your left leg in the air. So it might look a little bit like this. This is not easy to do. And then you're going to come back to that seated spinal twist position. So you're going to bend the knees to put that left leg behind the right and then sit down onto your hip and then turn again to your right seated spinal twist. And here we go again. Once again, shifting forward, up onto the right leg, kick the left leg into the air, standing split. And then slowly lower back down, bring the left knee down to the mat, a little curtsy, and then sit back onto your bum and seated spinal twist. And let's switch legs. So now you're going to bring the right leg under and the left leg on top. So left knee's pointing up in the air, your left foot best you can flat. And we're going to start with the twist, turning to the left, hook the right arm, and look behind you. And then shifting forward, coming back, roll up, lift the right leg in the air. And then slowly coming back down to seated spinal twist. You're going to bring that right leg behind, come down onto the knee and set your hips back and twist. Turning to the left, looking over your left shoulder. And then let's go again. Shift forward last time. And release all the way down. Seated spinal twist. And release. We're going to do bridge. Now we're going to do it with the sliders. So you're going to scoot yourself to the end of your mat. You're going to place your feet onto the sliders. You're going to lift your hips up. And we're going to work towards extending one leg a little bit and pulling in, and extending the other leg a little bit and pulling in. It's really hard to do because you got both sliders, right? So do to your level. Maybe you can straighten the leg. I can't, I'll get a cramp. So maybe you do a little bit and a little bit, but it's really hard when you got both sliders underneath your feet because they both want to go out underneath you. And take a breather, happy baby. Grab a hold of your feet, stretching out now those hamstrings a little bit. And roll on up. You're going to make your way to plank. You're going to put the feet on the sliders. It's going to look a little bit like this. So both feet go on the slides. And you're going to sweep the right leg up and out as high as you can go, and then alternate to the left. All the while trying to keep your upper body as steady as possible, not worrying about how many you do. I'd like you to aim for 2 slow ones and then take a break. But if you can do 3 or 4 slow ones, you're trying to move only one leg and as high up into the side as you can go. Feeling the steadiness and the control through the whole torso and body. Don't let it move around. Keep it strong. Yep, that looks great. You got it. Breathing, resting when needed. And release. Take a breather. You're gonna come up onto your knees. Come off your hands. We're gonna squeeze the tush, tucking in the tailbone, making yourself as straight as possible. Your belly is strong. We're gonna lean back. So you're gonna lean back and come up. So we're strengthening and stretching the thigh bones, those quads, the knees, the butt, the core. Two more. And one more. Alrighty, we're going to use the sliders one more time with our hands with tuck-ins or pike-in, meaning you're going to bring your hands way towards the edge of your mat. Your legs are going to go back into plank. You're either going to bend the knees in, or you're going to keep the legs straight and lift up like you're almost doing a pike, like you're walking your feet forward to your hands in your sun A salutation, or a very, very narrow down dog. Okay, extending and either bending and pulling or straight leg lifting. Straight legs is way harder. This is all the work you need in order to do handstands in yoga. So if you guys both bring your hands a little closer to the edge of your mat, you'll have more room. There we go. Then you'll be able to tuck in further or pike in further. You won't get restricted by your mat. See how tight you can bring your knees and bring them all the way in. Bring those feet in. Yes, yes, yes. Couple more. And last one. And take a breather. Whew. All right, we're going to move into pigeon. So from downward facing dog, your right leg is going to lift and then bring it forward. I always like to bring the right knee near the right wrist and hand. That kind of lines me up in the best position so then I can slide back to get my hip down. No matter what it is that you do with this back leg, even if it's bent, you need to have your hip down for our next exercise. Okay? If you can turn it under and straight, good. If you need to modify, fine. You're going to turn forward, use your fingertips very little. You're going to hinge at the hips, flat back. Try to use the strength of your hip and lower back to lift yourself up. Maybe you can do it with no hands whatsoever. Okay? Maybe you need the fingers down. On your last one, we did maybe 5 or 6 of those. Come all the way down and rest. Slowly come on up. We're going to bend the back knee, reach back, see if you can grab the foot. Looking for a stretch in the front thigh, hip. So you can lean forward to make it more easy, but the closer or higher up you come, maybe then you change the grip to the inside and you can bend the knee more. Maybe getting the foot in the hip and the elbow crease. And release. Other side, down dog. Left leg, lift. Sliding it forward to your version of pigeon and sliding back. And like I said, if you need to bend the back knee so you can get that bum down, please do. And then we're going to hinge, use your arms a little bit for the first one and come up and then C. Using the strength of the hip and the back. So back extensions. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. And then we're going to lower all the way down and rest and breathe. And then slowly come up. You're going to bend your back knee, reach back for your foot. And the further up you are, the more intense it is. So if you need to lean over, that makes it a little more easy. And then see what you can do. Maybe you can get closer to that elbow crease. And release. Down dog. Floor bow. Make your way all the way down to your stomach. Bend both knees, reach back. Picking back and up. And release. Child's pose. I always like a child's pose with knees together after deep back bending. That way you can kind of round in doing the counter of the back bend. You can bring your nose closer to your knees bit by bit, drawing the navel in, rounding through the spine. Going to need your ball. We're going to come onto our backs, place the ball underneath the bum. Legs are going to go up into the air. So you can roll up and place it, or you can bridge. Alrighty. Once you get there, you steady, flex your feet and open to a wide V. Allow the legs to relax the best you can and even take the tension out of your shoulders. Bring the legs back together, point your toes. We're going to split. Bring the right leg forward towards your face and lower the left leg to the mat. And switch.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I know. My poor Siri, he doesn't understand me sometimes. And switch. And switch. Both legs up, figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left knee thigh area, and then bend your left knee in towards, drawing that right foot closer and closer towards your chest. And release, switching to the other side. And release, placing your feet down onto the floor. Remove your ball. Shavasana, extending everything long on the mat. And if you really enjoyed the ball fish pose, you can take that for your Shavasana by placing it between your shoulder blades, allowing your head either to rest onto the mat or you can use your block underneath your head. Getting a little back bend. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. If you're in the fish position, go ahead and remove your things out. Ball block. And then draw your right knee into your chest, gently compressing into the abdomen for wind removing pose. And change, pulling left knee in, right leg extend. Pull both knees in. Feel your spine flat on the floor.